a little bit of background info. In the 1950s is when the ICU was developed. So it started being staffed, started coming along then. In the 60s, it had really increased, and the need for nurses was really significant because it was a new kind of nursing, so they didn't have those sort of nurses. So in 1969, our organization, the AACN, we were founded to help educate the nurses working in these newly developed units. And today they've grown into the largest specialty nursing organization in the world. But they currently don't have even one single person to run their social media. They have sort of a makeshift team. We met with our consultation with 3 of them. They all actually have different titles, but whenever they find time, they might put a Facebook update or something like that. They don't have a dedicated team. So from our consultation, basically the main points that we gathered were they want to drive more traffic to their website, they want to make the social media more user-friendly, and they want to boost knowledge about their National Teaching Institute, which is their biggest fundraiser annually. So this is what some of the strengths are that it is a small company, so everyone has the knowledge because they all work closely together. And younger nurses, which is who they want to target, they mostly are using social media because those are going to be people our age, and which one of us doesn't have Facebook. Some of the weaknesses are, like I said, they don't have a social media department, which makes it hard to run your social media. And the actual average age of a nurse is 40 years old, and a lot of people that age are probably not so into Facebook as our age group is. So one of the biggest opportunities would be for them to hire an intern, such as someone from Cal State Fullerton, because that could really help them out, and it would be free. And they just want to build more community through their posts. Some of the threats are going to be that since it is a corporation, it's hard to change things because the higher up people sort of like it as it is, and they don't see the need for change. And it is possible that users can get some of the information elsewhere as opposed to using our organization's website.
All right, I'm going to go into some of the organizational framework and the communication theories for this organization. I mean, obviously, since they are an association of nurses, that would kind of sort of fall into the human resource or organizations. I mean, the only reason that this our client does exist is for the benefit of the nurses and its members. Obviously, the AACN, they must think of the interests of their members and be able to fulfill them in order to maintain that relationship. There are over 500,000 critical care nurses nationwide, and of those, the AACN has 89,000 members. Just like with any good organization, if both of them are very happy with the fit, then obviously they will succeed. The communications theory that they mostly utilize would be the uses and gratifications theory. Obviously, you know, with the uses and gratifications theory, the people take an active role in seeking the media that provides them the most information or what they're looking for. So in order for those organization companies to get those members, they try to put the media out to be able to satisfy their needs. So that way the members, individuals will want to come back to the organizations. As of 2010, over 90% of Americans actually have access to some sort of computing device, whether it's a smartphone or a laptop or a computer anywhere. So that's definitely a very large population that can actually use social media. The members have to feel connected and empowered, through social media if they want to come back. So in other words, they want to feel if they do a post that they will be answered and heard. If they go somewhere, like to one of their pages, then they want to feel that the information is there for them. So they want to feel empowered for that. So for that, that's what we concluded that the communications theory basically is the uses and gratifications.
So for strategies, tactics, and tools, we actually have multiple ones, but for this presentation, we picked 2 that would basically cover it all. So the first strategy is create larger social media presence, which is one of the goals that the organization has. And what we want to do is ask the members what they would like to see us post, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, email, and what we can do is send out an email blast, and that would include a short survey. The survey would basically just ask what they would like to see, what interests them as critical care nurses, and if the content that we're posting right now, if they find it relevant. Another strategy is build community in the organization. Like Kelly said, it's the largest organization for specialty care nursing, and our tactic is the content. So additional content will be added to AACN.org. The tool is I am a critical care nurse feature story. The thing about this tool is they have it, but it's not being used to its full potential. It's used in their paid magazine for the members, and in the free magazine, it's like literally a small blurb. Not many people want to pay for a magazine that is part of their organization, so what we want to do is bring it to the website so that it's accessible to all the members. And what it would do is just feature a critical care nurse, how she got there, what her journey was to get there, how critical care nursing maybe changed her life, what she's experienced, and also how AACN has helped her become a better nurse.
Okay, so I'm going to go over a couple of the goals and objectives. So the overall goal of AACN is, like Kelly said, drive more people to the AACN website. One way to do this is to make their social media more user-friendly. Right now, they do not have the funds to hire a paid employee to handle their social media. However, we suggest that they hire an unpaid intern. This would be beneficial for both the organization and the person that they hire because, you know, an unpaid intern would most likely be a college student who would gain experience in the field. And, like Kelly said, all of us have Facebook and Twitter, so we're knowledgeable of social media. Another goal that they have is to increase the attendance at the NTI Expo. The National Teaching Institute and Critical Care Exposition is their annual fundraiser and also their main source of funds. So they need to have a big turnout for this. We think that they're not using their social media to the best of its ability right now to promote this event. With the addition of timeline on Facebook, there's many ways that they can do this. The new layout allows for easy viewing of different photos and videos, which is one way that they can make it present on their page. And we also suggested uploading a photo for their cover picture that would have information about the NTI Expo, where it is, when it's happening, so that they draw in more visitors.
Okay, so their target public is basically overall going to be just younger critical care nurses. We also don't want to leave out older nurses, so we don't want to make it entirely social media based, but they do definitely want to up their social media. And since that is the upcoming generation, eventually probably one day everyone will be using social media, so that's the focus. And also in one of the articles I read, it says how Facebook and Twitter, people use them differently. I'm sure a lot of people in this room, as myself, like if I go on Twitter and then I see the same post from the same person on Facebook, I don't see the point, I already read it one place. So we want to make sure right now they just have an app that they use and it just uploads the same status, both things at the same time. But we think that they should go to, you know, Twitter, one thing, Facebook, another thing. That way people are going to be using both of them. So there's going to be a point. Both of them will just do the same thing. And that's basically that.
Okay, so the key messages and themes. The first one is dedication. AACN is obviously dedicated to its members and the best possible experience with the organization. What we want to do is, with the content that we're going to post, it's mostly going to be education related for the members. The members actually come to AACN to learn a lot about critical care nursing or any type of updates that we have. Also leadership. With the NTI Expo, it provides a new state-of-the-art experience to really up the nurses' way of providing care for everyone. And also, since it's the largest specialty nursing organization, it really wants to set an example to its members and actually the rest of the world in terms of the organizations that are similar.
So to ensure that there is an increase in visitors to the AACN website, the organization needs to maintain a good flow of communication between those who handle their social media and those who follow AACN on these social media outlets. An increase in the number of likes and followers would be a good indication and measurement of their success in this. Also, another way that they can measure their success is through the attendance of people at the NTI Expo. We suggest that they keep a record of the people attending every year and use that number to compare it to the year before to see if they've had an increase.
So this is just a rough timeline. So basically, school starts August 27th. That'd be a good time for them to hire on and have their interns start. Since we feel the intern should be capable of doing almost everything we've laid out. other goals such as a final goal of maybe 2,500 more likes on their Facebook by the beginning of April. In November, they would want to start planning for NTI, which is held in May, since it is their biggest fundraiser. They want plenty of time to plan for that. Just maybe send out a survey. Those things.
And again, we had mentioned before, if the AACN is to take our action plan and implement it, the cost to them would be $0. So you can't really beat that. The AACN is a great organization. They cater to the needs of some great individuals who provide critical care for us or our loved ones in case of emergency or anything is to happen.